Hey folks, and welcome back to MusicalConman Plays The Binding of Isaac. I'm feeling frisky today. Let's try a Lost Run. I know I don't have a great track record with these, but I have fun giving it a shot. Helps me get better at dodging. So 777JZTTO. Sorry. So 3 sevens. I think I officially won the lottery. So with, let me see, there are 26 letters and 10 characters. So 36 to the third is going to be something ridiculous, like what? That, like 40, 50,000 or something like that. Or maybe something totally different. Very large number. And those are the odds of me getting 3 sevens in a row. Pretty cool. So Best Friend isn't great, but it's a lot better than the D4. I'm aware I have re-rolled Holy Mantle on the Lost before for some fun. I'm feeling confident enough to play the Lost, but not quite confident enough to play the Lost without Holy Mantle. And also, I would like to point out that the name of this item is Best Friend, and I think it would be rude for me not to treat him as such, so his name is Jerry. Alright, Jerry. Welcome to the team. Really wish I had you around on this room because I accidentally walked into an enemy, and I don't like that. But luckily, I can fly and have spectral tears, so I shouldn't actually have that much trouble dodging around these guys and killing them. I took out the fire that caused me so much trouble in the first place. Not going to pop that right there in case it was explosive diet. Yeah, it wasn't, but it was Relax, which was giving me Petrified Poop, which is actually really good. Alright, Jerry, this is your time to shine. I would like a small rock, please. Not small rock. Okay. Jerry. Hey, bud, I know we had some good times back in high school. I was wondering, like, I mean, if you're still tight, maybe, like, sometime we can get you charged up again and, like, look for a secret room, like old times. How's that sound, Jerry? Let's do it. Alright. Die, little worms. Alright. The key means I'm going to my shop. It's possible that this could be a library, but more likely a shop, and with 15 cents, yes, champion belt, awesome. So this should be a decent damage up, and it's going to increase the number of champions that appear, which on a normal run might be positive or negative, because champions have more health and always do a full heart of damage. But on this run, although champions do have more health and sometimes have special abilities, Jesus Christ, a quarter and Midas Touch and a nickel. It's amazing. So champions are sometimes a little stronger, but the main problem with champions early on the normal run is that they deal a full heart of damage, and I don't have to worry about that because I can't take any damage. Midas Touch is awesome. That means I can just run into enemies and get money. The quarter is awesome. It means I can just get money. No secret room there. So I'm going to go to the shop and buy Battery Baby now, because why wouldn't I? What a beautiful stroke of luck. The D4, not really going to have any use for. Man, what an awesome first floor. I'm going to buy the card. I'm going to buy the bomb. I'm going to buy the key. Because I don't really care about getting an arcade on the next floor. All an IV bag, or all a blood bank can do that, rather. IV bag 2 is kill me. I don't really have any interest in that. I'm going to buy the key and the bomb in case I need them. I'm going to use Best Friend on Famine here. That should make a big difference. I will totally use my bomb to get that Pinna drop close to the small rock. But first, I'm just going to wait on like that very rare chance that Battery Baby drops a battery. Didn't. Alright. Pause this real quick. Man, there's just something about hitting that record button that just makes the phone calls roll in. I also just realized that I did not actually have my earbuds plugged in, so I'm hoping that the game audio wasn't causing some annoying buzzing or something on the speakers. Should be fine, but in case that's a problem, I apologize, and I've fixed it now, so gotta be careful not to get hit in here, but with Holy Mantle, it's good, and I'm not gonna take Curse Die. I'm aware that I'm at no risk of teleporting from it, but I just think it's honestly usually worse than nothing. I don't like I like some charge shots, but that one in particular is just not my favorite. If I got triple shot or something like that in the item room on this floor, I would definitely reconsider. If I got something that benefited from charging up shots, I'm not against taking it on principle, I just don't think it would be good right now. So actually, these enemies don't deal contact damage, so I figured I'd try and get some action with Midas's touch. With a Timid Rock and a double bomb room, I am going to try and use every battery charge effectively. Oh, are you a wizard finally quit? That's good. Alright, so I think I'll save this key for the shot for now, because the shot could get me an extra key. And I think what I'm just going to do is use Midas Touch on, I mean, any enemy like Black Flies or whatever that doesn't deal contact damage, but mostly just save it for the last enemy in each room. Okay, so let's pop this. Got to the secret room. I have another key, means I'm going to go to the item room now, so that's great. And I'm having a lot of fun already on this run. There's still a lot of great opportunities for the kind of min-maxing I enjoy using, trying to figure out how to use my resources optimally. It's kind of my jam. Alright, halfway there. By the way, big shout out to Jerry for the great work he's doing for the cause here. I'm glad I bought Battery Baby, because on these early floors, you are really worth your weight in gold, Jerry. Alright, it is dirty, so I am not going to get anything under there except a ticket to the next floor, and happily, I'm not doing so poorly that I need to run away from the boss fight and first deal with the devil. Petrified Poop means I am going to shoot every poop I encounter. Can't wait to find that shop and make some things happen there. I could try to get both of those flies at once during my invincibility with Midas Touch, but given that I'm literally risking ending the run by doing that, I think I'll pass. Hey, you know what? 9 volt is actually pretty useful right now. It means I can use this instead of every 3 rooms, every 2 rooms, which is a big improvement in usability. Oh, might just touch it up here. Time for some touching. I gotta ignore the temptation to use Cube of Meat, because I don't know if anyone watched the last time I tried the Lost, the way I died was using Cube of Meat against Gertie, taking damage, and then just failing to dodge. So, that was a little embarrassing, and I'm gonna pass. No reason to take a snack, but at least it takes it out of the item pool. I'm aware that Betrayal is useless, literally useless, on the Lost, and with Bible Tract I could go for an Angel Run, but that would be throwing away the Lost's main advantage, which is these free deals with the devil, and it's really... Don't get me wrong, I love the idea of doing something zany like, you know, doing a Lost run and not taking deals with the devil. I mean, I say zany, that's just what everyone did back when they were trying to fight Mega Satan with the Lost. Still, although that would be fun, I would have to feel pretty strong early on, and in order to feel confident enough to just turn down all the possible great deals with the devil. And I'm sorry, Jerry, you're not just doing it for me. Like that. Like, don't get me wrong, you're great, but it's not good enough. And as penance for not taking Bible Tract and going that route, I will take Cursed Eye. Do I think this is good? Not really. It has the potential to be pretty bad if I get something like Soy Milk, or something like that that benefits from continuous fire. But it has the potential to be good if I get... I'm really thinking triple shot, quad shot, just any sort of multi-shot. Well, I guess, okay, conjoined is the other one. Let's do the whole list. If I have a way like that to where most of my shots wouldn't hit, and I'd really rather shoot them all at once from up close. Oh, come on. I would actually rather have Soy Milk right now, but Soy Milk Cursed Eye is a really terrible synergy, and I can't do that for the run. Okay, I'm gonna try and get them all close here, and do that, and I don't regret it, because I got money. It's all about money in this life. Just you and me and the money, Jerry, and Cursed Eye, which I'm starting to regret immensely. Let's pop Jerry, get rid of those hoppers, which can be dangerous, and since we made the run a little safer there, let's accidentally run into the fire and actually be at risk of a bad jump from one of these little hoppers right here. Get in here. But, like, not too far in here. Okay. It looks like this is a day for survival. Get him. Get him. Got it. Okay. Cursed Eye is bad. I would rather have Soy Milk. Cursed Eye is just bad. I wish that I had Soy Milk. Sadness fills my heart. My little Isaac haiku for you. 575 of regret. Okay, I'm aware that I can do this, and it was a little risky, but I want money. Some luck upgrades would be nice. This run got stronger with Champion Belt, but then it got weaker with Cursed Eye. So I'm thinking of this as running on basically starting stats. In my mind, Cursed Eye and Champion Belt roughly cancel each other out from a DPS standpoint, because although in theory Cursed Eye might technically let you do more damage for more DPS, in practice I find that I have a hard time figuring out exactly how much to charge it. Oh, I should have used the Empress on that room, but all this poop is nice with Petrified Poop. Not really super necessary since I have Midas Touch as well, but this is just going to be a really money-rich run. And hey, I don't want to tout the virtues of Unicorn Stump too much, but it is a really good item, and it would pretty much win us this run. Okay, listen, Jerry, you and I, we've had some great times, but I feel like you're a sweet guy, and like, just, like, Mom, I don't know if my mom likes you that much, like, I don't know how you feel about Satan, if you're religious or whatever, and like, it could just get pretty hairy if we just keep going like this, and honestly, I'd just rather leave you here in the caves where you can live a happy life. I hope you understand, Jerry. So with Blank Card Fool, what I can really do is just every time I lose Holy Mantle, hit the space bar, and that's what I should be doing. It's what I should have done in that room, which is why I kind of waited to explain my plan until after I was done enough to make it seem like I was justified in continuing. So, with Battery Baby dropping enough charges, this should make me pretty much unkillable. At the very least, it gives me 2 tries at any room. Not every room, because of the recharge time, but with 9 Volt, a lot of rooms, and with Battery Baby, even more. And it gives me a lot of tries against bosses that could be tricky. If I get hit in a sacrifice room, and I would normally die, I can just teleport out. If I get hit against a boss, I can just teleport out. And honestly, the biggest risk to me at this point is going to be not using it. It just makes me feel so much safer already. Like, for example, in this room, where it's really easy to get hit, I would have been a real tense and worrying about, like, what do I do? Even if I only just had the Fool card, I would probably try to make it out without using the Fool card, and then I would just die and wish I had used the Fool card, because that's how I do it. It's like having a Master Ball in Pokemon, or a Mega Elixir in Chrono Trigger, or I don't remember if that's the right name for Mega Elixirs, but whatever, like, super powerful item that you don't get that many of. It's just like too good to use syndrome. So Stud Finder is really good, and although Petrified Poop is good to me, I can't help but feel that Midas Touch is going to give me enough money. So given that the last time I fought Gertie as the Lost, that's what happened, I'm just going to get the frick out of that situation, and next time I am not going to use Cuba Meat, even though I really, really want to. I'm not going to, because I know that's how runs end. I'm going to try this for at least 30 seconds. So 14:05. Okay. That was bad. And, alright, this is the try that actually counts, because now I'm out of battery charges, and I need to actually fight this and win. So, repeat after yourself. No Cursed Eye on Gertie. No Midas Touch on his minions. Just shoot the tears. Shoot him in his face till he's dead. I mean, I say he. Probably no reason to assume any particular gender. I just tend to call most of the enemies in this game he, since they're mostly just deformed versions of Isaac. And so, like, since they're all versions of Isaac, I just kind of default to he, but I suppose some of the enemies are female, like Mama Gertie and stuff like that. And, you know, Mom, so I guess I'll just... Honestly, this thing is definitely a thing more than a person, so I'm gonna stick with it. They are just, nah, it. So, this freaking thing is going down, and I'm thankful that I got on a little tangent there to talk about, to keep me distracted, so I don't get bored, and start running into things. I did take damage, but got out of it. Magic Scab is one of the better HP upgrades I could find, because it is a luck upgrade. And I don't want to teleport out of here, because I may not be able to get back in, because the nature deals with the devil. So I'm actually going to try and just kill him the normal way. You know what? I am going to use a bomb, because if it blows up the skulls, it could give me a card, and with Blank Card, a good card could be really useful. Head of Krampus is good, but I don't think it's better than just unlimited safety. Now with Blank Card Fool, I could totally get out of Boss Rush. That said, I don't think I really have good odds at all of getting to Boss Rush. So, what I really would like here is damage a lot more than tears, because with Cursed Eye, I'm not going to use tier upgrades effectively. I can just tell you that right now. I'm not going to be using it as efficiently as I could, so there's going to be a lot of time where either I hold a shot too long and waste some charges that I could be getting, or I let a shot go too early and it's weaker than it could be, and stuff like that. So even though Cursed Eye doesn't have to be that bad, unless you're pretty good at using it, it really is. Alright, so I figured I could freeze both of these guys, and since I was freezing both of them, that would remove any danger, but I'm still gonna hide on a rock when possible. I figured that was a worthwhile use of my little life there. And with Blank Card, I've got a lot of leeway to just get out of bad situations. Getting close to the money cap here, so if this drops Counterfeit Penny, I've got no interest in that. You know what? I could be shooting more often than I am with Cursed Eye. I need to get... If I want to make this run strong, I need to try and get the hang of it. So these are two really strong items that I could be rolling with. Diplopia lets me double any items or item pedestals, which has a lot of potential. I don't think it's better than Blank Card, so I'm going to try and use it on this floor, on the boss room or the item room. Jar of Flies has a lot of interesting potential. I really hope this gives me a deal with the devil, by the way. Jar of Flies has a lot of interesting potential, but the question is whether it's actually better than blank card, and I don't know, I'm gonna have to spin the floor thinking about that. Okay, thank goodness. Clearing out some enemies here, making the screen a little bit of a safer place to be. Let's kill that thing, and finally relax, because whenever Holy Mantle pops, it just worries him. I don't have any interest in Little Chad. Thankfully, I did get a deal with the devil, and even though it's not going to give me the HP bonus, I would rather double Sin Robes than just take Little Chad and double the pedestal and get a new item from boss item pool, because all of the boss item pool is pretty good. I don't think it's as good. I think the best item in the boss pool wouldn't be any better than Ceremonial Robes is, because it's a pretty solid damage up, and having that twice has definitely made a big difference in the tiers. So, let me see. I can fire at like 4 there. That's 4 or 5. I can fire 2 pretty quickly, or 3 there, so I want to try and... I think to make sure I'm not holding it too long, I want to try and aim for firing about 3. Sometimes I'm firing like 5. I don't understand how this item works. And if I get hit once, I just teleport out of here and feel no regrets. This damage is great. So now, what item do I really want? First of all, like I said, Inner Eye or Quad Shot, Spider, I guess, from my item room, but if that can't happen, I really want Death's Touch from A Deal with the Devil. That would be a really strong item with Cursed Eye, in my opinion, because those piercing shots are really big, and you have the potential to hit a lot of enemies with them. Plus, it lowers my fire rate. So all this combines with, since I wouldn't be shooting all the time, it actually matters how I line up my shot. And that's the kind of situation where Cursed Eye is pretty good, where it can actually increase my ability to get more of my shots to hit an enemy. So, if I get Death's Touch, I won't necessarily be happy I took Cursed Eye, but I won't regret it either. And you know, I really should be taking battery charges at all times with blank card full so that I always have an out. But, whatever. I don't care. I'll be fine. That's good. Little Chad is dropping a tremendous amount of HP, which I cannot imagine being useful in any scenario unless I get the D20, because even if I get Dark Bum, it's still not going to be good. I don't know what I'm trying to get with those bombs there, so I'm just going to leave it be. Piggy Bank is not good. Not really useful. If I ever get to make use of Piggy Bank, I'm already dead. So I will play this little beggar here because I have so much money and can so easily generate a lot more. And yeah, I know he has a good chance to give me HP that I don't care about, or, you know, Butterbean, that despite the buff is still not good. Nevertheless, the chance to get the compass or something along those lines was, I think, worth the effort, given that it cost me basically nothing. I have so much money. Honestly, I feel like Jar of Flies might be better for helping me survive, but then again, I also don't use Jar of Flies whenever it's active, and I think the Fool is just more versatile. Jar of Flies will help me deal a lot of damage, to be sure, and it will help me get through rooms faster, but this helps me survive. That helps me kill things faster, but this helps me survive better. And I think with the Lost, you really have to do your best to get what little defense is available to you. Given that you can't have HP, any sort of defense you can have is that much more important. Glowing Hourglass, which is in normal runs often kind of boring, is kind of critical to keep with the Lost. And I think this is basically... Right now, this is basically like Glowing Hourglass would be. It doesn't have all the utility, but it also has the chance for me to get a Yarrow Rune. And it'd be awesome on the chest, because I have yet to do a blank card Yarrow on the chest on this channel, and I would love to just do that. I've done a couple breaking runs, but I didn't actually... At no point did I ever actually just, like, keep getting items until I was tired of them. You know? I just kept getting items until I was tired of farming for items. The last one, for example, I know I could have taken Blank Card Yera to the chest and gotten infinite items, but I just wanted to try to... I know anybody can break on the chest with Blank Card Yera, and it's super fun. I wanted to see if I could get something a little more rare. Jesus, I almost ended the run right there. I wanted to see if I could break the run a little earlier, because that's a little harder to do. Shoop-de-whoop is really good, and I'm gonna take a second to think about this, but because in a lot of situations, the best defense is a good offense. But still, it's really hard to turn down Blank Card Fool on the loss with Battery Baby giving me all these extra charges. I think I'm gonna have to stick with Blank Card Fool, even though Shoop-de-whoop is gonna help me get through the run a lot faster. I don't want to take any risks I don't have to, and I'm aware that I'm not using Blank Card Fool when I get hit, but that's not because it's not good, that's because I'm not good. Don't blame Blank Card Fool, it's still really strong. I realized I totally should go to this curse room. There's not really any risk involved for me. This guy would normally be pretty dangerous, but with the Fool, no worries. Alright. Honestly, I think the biggest threat to this run right now is me getting hit, losing Holy Mantle, and not using the Fool because I foolishly think I can kill the enemies. And considering that I have basically unlimited plays of this, I really should not do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to backtrack anyway to go to the shop, so I think I might as well do that backtracking now, because blowing up the shopkeeper can give me an increased chance of a deal with the devil, and I'm going to have to walk all the way back anyway. So let's do that now. I would definitely take the left hand. I do have a lot of keys, but the chance of becoming Guppy is just too hard to pass up, especially since I can't make use of any of the HP I might get from these golden chests. I'm just going to walk through, grab a few battery charges, get to 99 bombs, which will be a massive help, then I'll go back to Blank Card Fool. That should make a huge difference, because now anytime I encounter a boss I don't like, instead of just being reckless with Cube of Meat and not using Blank Card and immediately dying because of my foolishness, I can just start throwing bombs at them and nothing bad will happen to me because of it. In addition, like, I have no reason not to find secret rooms. Curse of the Tower isn't good, but it's not actually bad. Okay, don't be a fool. Use the Fool. Curse of the Tower isn't actually harmful to me here, because it's only, like Piggy Bank, it's only going to proc if I get hit. Not just on Holy Mantle, but actually taking damage. And if I ever take damage at all, I'm dead. The only situation where Curse of the Tower could ever have any effect is if I have a respawn of some kind. Like if I respawned as another character who could take damage, which doesn't really count. Or, even more so, if I... Not more so, less so, I'd say. If I had 9 lives and died, or missing poster, and died as the Lost, when I came back to that room as the Lost, there would be bombs in it. So, if I already die, it has a chance to have an effect. Ansu's is a pretty good rune, and Blank Card Ansu's has some potential. That was scary. Oh god. No, this is why you don't leave the Fool, you just use Ansu's. I was the fool!